Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. How are you all doing? I hope you've been well. In this video, I'm going to take you through my Wellington trip for Code Camp. I've been to Wellington a couple of times now. I think this may be my 5th time, but each time I go, there's something new to explore. First of all, I met up with some of my colleagues. We went to the BNZ Partner Center for some co-working. And then we went to the waterfront for a ferry ride to Seoul Island. The ferry ride was pretty pleasant, although it was kind of choppy at times. I tried to vlog the ride, but there wasn't much to vlog really because the windows were so misty. The weather cleared up when we arrived though.
Okay.
We had a little picnic prepared by one of my colleagues, so thanks to him for that. And then we started our walk/hike. Seoul Island is a predator-free scientific reserve which has a pretty rich history. Over the last century, it served as a quarantine station, internment camp, and a lighthouse. Isn't that crazy? And now it's a safe refuge for native birds like kakariki, pea waka waka, and rare reptiles. The views were stunning at the top. On the way back, I decided to sit at the top of the ferry. It was insanely windy though, but worth it for the views. Then I went back to the hotel to rest and prepare for my speech because, yes, I'll be speaking tomorrow. At night, I attended the speaker's dinner and met lots of interesting people. Hi everybody, good morning. It is currently 7:52 a.m. on the 21st of March and today's a very exciting day because first of all, I'm attending my first ever code camp in Wellington, and secondly, I'll be speaking. I'll be presenting a 10-minute lightning talk. I've been staying up late for the past few days preparing this talk, making the slides, and just practicing. And yeah, hopefully it goes smoothly and people get some takeaways from it. So yeah, if you're curious about how Code Camp is like, how a tech conference is like in New Zealand, then here you go. Welcome to Code Camp. Vlogging in public is so awkward, guys. It's so awkward, especially with a big camera. That's where I'm speaking today, guys. 0. Wait, check out this traffic light. It's not a normal human being. Scan your QR. Code Camp is a free tech conference in New Zealand and offers a variety of speeches and speakers.
Please go to codecampwellington.nz. You'll find it on the main page there.
Try to have a beginner's mind. Try to start again and be like, oh, I'm going to put all my notions and concepts aside, and I'm actually going to start with a beginner's mind that doesn't know for sure how things work.
We've come quite a way. 2 years ago we've been calling it fancy autocomplete, then we've been talking to the chat side about.
When you come to the staff engineer, I would say that you expect the highest amount of technical skills and also the highest amount of leadership skills as well.
So hopefully this will be a kind of a healing journey for some of you, or to be horrified with what's coming out, whatever works for you there.
Even as an introvert, I really enjoyed meeting everyone and all the conversations we had. The vibes are just 10 out of 10. And then it was time for me to do my talk. My talk was about building a tech career in public, even as an introvert. I've done talks before, but this was my first time speaking at a tech conference to a technical audience. So I wasn't really sure what to expect, but thank God it went so well. I won't forget the expressions on everyone's faces as I was doing my talk. They were all looking at me intently, smiling and nodding, just basically looking super engaged, and that really touched me. If you attended my talk that day and you're watching this, thank you so much for your presence and for coming up to me afterwards to share how much you resonated with it. I really enjoyed meeting you all. After Code Camp, I met up with a friend for dinner at Rockyard Vietnamese restaurant. It was great to catch up again and hear about how Wellington has really changed her. She loves Wellington. And then we had a nice walk by the waterfront. The next day, we explored the waterfront again and went to a market. The new Wellington Central Library is super cool, by the way. It's massive and I love the makerspace. I met up with Ziyi for lunch at Matcha Jom Dabao, which is a Malaysian restaurant. And coming from a Malaysian, man, the food was spectacular. Char Kway Teow is my favorite dish, and this definitely tasted authentic. And then we went to the zoo. And nope, you're never too old to go to the zoo. I honestly feel like time flies in your 20s. When you're a kid growing up, everyone is on the same path as you. But once you leave school, everyone's path is different. And that's why your 20s are so wild, because you could have one friend who's working, one friend who's studying, and one friend who might be traveling the world. And it's so easy to compare our lives with everyone online and offline. But I want you to remember one thing. This is your life and your timeline, so fret not. Your story is still being written. And on that philosophical note, that wraps up my trip to Wellington. Thank you everyone who made it so awesome. Stay well, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!